Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Washoe. So, if you're noticed now, when we ended the last episode, we had 182,000. We now have 114. Now you saw the clip. We did get paid very nicely. The income that we got paid was from our nice little money makers up there. After the end of that episode, I did finish getting the slurry taken care of, and then I spent a little bit of money. So let's take a look at some of the changes we did here. Let's get in the truck here. And as far as, take a look here, our fields go, 9 is still not ready. Probably be another day. 4 has weeds in it, so we're going to have to spray that. And as far as animals, chickens are doing great, and the cows, excuse me, are almost completely out of their food. So we will definitely be looking at moving them, because we have a new barn, and that's where I spent the money. I also sold the second Stroutman trailer back to the store, because of having the truck now with that tipper on it. We'll kind of supersede that. Plus, that truck can tow this one, so that gives us a little bit more hauling capability. And of course, being that we can use the truck to haul now, we can make transports a little bit faster. But up here, I did a little work up here. I refilled up the manure and water up here, because these were actually almost empty. So I got those filled up, and I put in a driveway up here. I extended it down to the beehive down there, and I put in a new barn. Now, this barn is slightly, was different than the other one. I actually like this one. This one will be nice. Plus, this one has a built-in storage area for all of our stuff. So I have everything parked up underneath here. But this way, we don't have to put in another storage building up here or anything. But I did extend out, I cleaned out this area so we can go all the way around here if we need to, which is nice. The water is inside the pen, and the food and straw go in here. Then I made this cross path here to get across the front of the chickens easier. They got a little bit of a mess, but not too bad. Now this video here, and I know I've said this before, but this video may be, we'll say it that way, maybe a little bit shorter today. Actually having water issues at my apartment, and the landlord is on his way to work on that. So I'll probably make this a slightly shorter video. Hopefully not by too much, but maybe a little bit. So let's get the truck just kind of parked up here a little bit. That'll work. And let's get... Oh, first let's grab the 1455. grab the sprayer. And we'll get herbicide sprayed on field 4 at least. We'll get that done. And then the next thing to do is to look into getting a transport for our cows. Because since we were able to put in the, we had enough to put in that second building already. We might as well transport the cows ourselves, and then I can do cleanup at the other barn, getting the manure out of there, getting the slurry out of there, the milk, get that all taken care of. And then we can have that building removed, and we'll be able to start creating our homemade field up there. So I say, I hope everyone had a great weekend this past weekend. It's been pretty warm here where I'm at. Still, the past few days. At least we finally got some rain. We've been really needing the rain, and we finally got some, which is good. Lawns around here are starting to look actually more like the grass texture that's here on the map. So it's definitely not good. Now, for those of you who are wondering and waiting for Sussex Farms, Sussex is still being worked on. There's still quite a bit to do. I've talked to Alien Jim, and still a lot of details that still need to be finished up. And then there's still testing to be completed with that. Jim is trying to make sure that everything is set. Like I stated before, he is also working on tweaking a few things here and there, especially with the new FS19 mechanics, which are, of course, slightly different than those from 17. So there is changes that have to be made for that. But as of right now, as far as release, there is no release date at this time. Because as I said, it's still being worked on and still needs to be tested. But hopefully testing goes good and we don't have any issues there. But I'll definitely keep you guys posted. And this is going to say there's still a pink strip down the side, isn't there? Yep. Of course, just a little strip down the side, but can't get too far over, otherwise it gets in the way of the road and that tree. There we go. Excellent. So at least that job is done. I said our next job is going to be excuse me, we're definitely going to have to figure out a transport for our animals so we can get the cows moved. Then we're going to have to get those cows fed and watered. And then it's going to be cleaning up the other barn, getting everything emptied out of that. Whoops, drove right past it. Now I don't foresee being able to get to creating that field in this episode. I think that's something that I will hold off for the next episode. Probably most of that episode will be probably creating that field, or at least a large portion of it. We'll see time-wise when we get done today if it's going to be the same day or if it's going to be tomorrow. And at that point, whether or not Field 9 is ready to harvest. Hopefully it will be. Still no guarantees there. Let's get this put away. Don't want to hit the loader. Alright, let's take a look at our handy dandy app. And let's see what we've got for that we can use here for animal transportation. Six, 14, 12. And those are going to require a truck. That goes with a hook lift. It only takes two. Alright, if we use this, it'll take us 3 trips. If we use either one of these, we can do it in 2 trips, but we still need... Well, I've got the truck. I can put the 5th wheel on it. It doesn't have as much power. This trailer's going to seem like they're huge on the back of it. But we're not going to buy one. We're just going to lease it. So a little over $3,400 to lease for this one. It's just a little over 4,000 to lease this. Of course, it's the one we should be using. US map. Good old Wilson trailers. Yeah, yeah, why not? Pay the extra 600 bucks. Alright, let me grab this truck. I know this truck's a little bit on the small side. But I think it'll do okay. Might have a little trouble on the hills, but should be alright. Let's get the trailer hitch. Since we didn't have it before, that cost us $300, but next time we decide to switch around, we can do it for free because now we have it. Let's go get ourselves a trailer. Start moving some cows. So the nice thing about this truck is it's very versatile and not that expensive. The attachments aren't that expensive. They're not very big. The capacity on them are a bit low. But for the most part, just starting out, I think they work real nice. I mean, yes, you might have to make, you know, 1 or 2 extra trips for certain things, but let's see if this thing can handle this. Zoom out a little bit here. But we definitely want to get these cows moved. So we are definitely, pun intended, we are moving. Moving the cows. That's what we're doing today. Let's see how we do on this hill with this trailer. Say, no, not too bad. I forget on this barn. Where is the... I think the buy point, drop-off point, I think is inside here, if I remember correctly. In here somewhere. Forget which end it's at. That's a straw. That's the buy point there. Okay. So let's go. Go to the other end. It'll be easier. Load these guys up, or these gals, I should say. You know, we have a little manure we'll have to clean up. Oof. I don't know if I'll be able to get this in there with that. Elevator sitting there. Oh, it's not going to clear it. Just kind of move this out of the way temporarily. Move it back later when I do the cleanup. Let's open the door while I'm at it over here. Let's see if we can at least get this into the trigger. This might be a little bit big. Hopefully we'll get the trigger not properly. Oh, we're not going to get the trigger, are we? Well, figured I'd make it easier using this, but guess that's not going to happen. Just a little bit too low in there. Alright, well, there was a waste of about 5 minutes of time. Get rid of this and let's get the Joskin. Have to make an extra trip. No major deal, just was hoping to do it a little bit quicker. Just caught that lamppost. I was hoping it was going to miss. And I don't know if I can tow that Joskin animal trailer with this truck or not. Let's get rid of this. Yeah, sure, now you show the $300 I spent on that hitch. So I'll have to make a couple extra trips, but lessons learned, right? Lessons learned. Oops. Wow, having one of those days, guys. Engine was already running. Actually, this should be able to do that because I forgot this has the trailer does have a pin hitch on it, so it should hook up, I hope. Nope. Maybe it is a ball hitch on it then. I thought it was a pin hitch. Alright. I had a feeling it was going to happen, but it's alright. We'll get this back to the farm. Should be able to tow that with the pickup. Well, not a bad idea while it lasted, but just temporarily just drop this here. I was hoping to do this a little bit quicker and be able to get most of that done. Alright. Yeah, it does have a pin hitch on it, so I don't know why it didn't hook up to that. But it does hook up to this. Which definitely works. Yeah, this definitely doesn't have any problem towing this trailer, that's for sure. Alright, this should definitely fit. There we go. Okay, that's our 6. Confirm those. Well, it's not too bad though. Just had to make a couple extra trips. No big deal. There's gotta remember where to drop these guys off. I think. Yeah, it's right here. Right here in front of this gate. Oh, we'll just open up the gate. Make it look good, right? That's definitely a lot easier. Alright, so there's our first load of cows in. Yes, I know, I left the gate open. And I left the door open on the other barn. We have well-trained cows. They're not going anywhere. They'll behave themselves. Those crazy lights at night that you have to worry about, you know. Well, at least with this truck, using it for this, we can definitely go a lot faster. Just got to be careful on the turns and the bumps. We're a little close to that door there. There's 6. Confirm. Well, at least we'll get all the, hopefully get all the cows moved today. And then I'll work on getting them fed and watered. I'll have to mix up some more TMR. Because I know we don't have enough in storage. There goes the birdies. There's 12 in. We got what, 23? go. So 2 trips turns into 4, so guess it is what it is. Confirm those. Leaves us 5 more to get out of here. Now I know, yes, I could, cut out of the video the taking of these middle 2 loads of moving these cows. Excuse me. But like I said when we were starting the series, I was going to try to do as much as possible with the least amount of cuts in that's possible. And that plan is still in effect. Confirm those. There we go. 18. I mean, I know, yeah, it does make for a slightly more boring video, just to see driving back and forth moving cows. But that is something with seasons. That you have the option to be able to do, since cows and sheep are able to do grazing. At a certain point, you would, if you want them to continue to graze, so it takes a little less food to feed them, you will have to move them about halfway through the year from one pen to another in order for the grass to recover in the one pen. Now, of course, it doesn't matter in the winter, and it actually would be like the late fall during the winter and early spring, because the grass really won't be growing during that time. So you definitely would have to feed them then. But you could cut down on your food during late spring, summer, and early fall by letting them graze. And then, just as I said, halfway through, roughly, you would transfer them from one area to another. Now, what I would like to see come to consoles is a open pasture. that we could move the cows to. Instead of having a whole barn. And there we go. Now I'm going to pull this up here for now. I'm going to hook the trailer. Close the gate. Alright, so all the cows are in. Said I'll have to get the truck out, I'll have to get the tractor out, get these guys watered and fed, and get the other barn all cleaned out. Get it taken down so we can get rid of that. I gotta feed the doggy. There we go. Alrighty. Like I said, at least having this truck, it's a little underpowered, but it definitely works. As long as we don't have anything too heavy. I wouldn't mind seeing some slightly smaller trailers. Now I could get the Toldy tipper trailer. That holds 18,000 liters for doing transport. I know I've already got the tipper box up there, but since this is all down here right now, see how much we've got in here. See. Yeah, not a super lot. 3,300 liters. At least that'll be a start. Give them something right now. Will I mix up some more? Have to get them some water. Get that taken care of. see, what tip side are we on? We're on back. We want left. So we're going to enter from this end of the barn. And that's the other thing about this truck too, because it fits into these barns without a problem. So I think the food goes in here. Whoops, I don't have it selected, do I? That would help. And if you can get this in between the beams, it's not that big of a trailer. But even if you don't, it really doesn't tip up that high to begin with. I can fit underneath here and unload real easily, so it makes it real nice. Let's see. I'm going to drop this under here for now. Put this next to the other one. But for now, guys, I think that's going to be it for today. I am going to, like I said, I'll finish getting these guys fed and watered. I don't know if I got any. Oh, I do have water in here. Good. Do I have water in the trailer too? May have a little bit. There's a little bit in there. But anyway, guys, yes, I'm going to work on getting these guys fed and watered. Now I got to mix up some more food. I do want to give a big shout out and thank you to Steve. Actually, my first Patreon and donator for the channel. Thank you very much. It is greatly appreciated. Ooh, can we get this in here? Oh, come on. Really? It's not going to let me get this in here, is it? Oh, there we go. Okay. So, like I said, thank you very much. Like I said, this is, it's awesome. But this is where we're gonna have to cut it, guys. Let's see. There we go. These guys watered up. So until next time, guys, if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. If you liked the video, make sure you hit that like button. And if you want to donate, you can. That is entirely up to you. Definitely not anything that anybody absolutely has to do, of course. And we'll see you guys in our next episode. So that hopefully Field 9 will be ready to harvest. And I'm going to fight with this truck to get it back out of here, because it looks like this truck is just a little bit too wide to get in and out of here. But I will figure this out. Don't you worry. So, this is Farmer Modhub saying, as always, be good to each other. Blessed be everyone.